qualities needed to succeed as your role as a VP of Commercials and Claims?
Um, I have one key thing. So the key thing for me is problem solving. So problem solving is perhaps the most important skill for me. So I don't get, when my team members come to me, I don't get to say, I don't know what to do. I have to solve the problem. I have to find an answer. We have to find a solution. I mean, it's not just me, but I mean, when they come to me, because I have in my back pocket or persons behind me, above me that supports what I do. So I do get the support, but I've never been able to, I don't feel like I'm able to say to a team member, I don't know. We are committed to our clients, to solve all their problems. So we have to find solution. So that's the one thing. Some of the team members call me, Miss Go To, Miss Fix It. You know what I mean? So they come to me and we talk through. And it's not necessarily my answer that is the right answer, but I think I'm able to kind of look at all angles. And in looking at all angles, you typically will come to some kind of solution or other. So I joke about it and I say I feel like I'm one of the judges in here, because when you go to court, the judge doesn't get to say, "Oh, I don't know." The judge has to find a solution to the problem. So I kind of copy that from my law life. That I've kind of wear that judge hat, where I just have to find an answer, find a solution in some shape or form. Right, so that is one. Another thing, communication. I think I've always maintained that you have to know your people. And when you know your people, you kind of know what time of day is best to go to them. Some people are morning people, some people are evening people, some people you have to talk to them after they have had their coffee. So just business partners generally. And the people in the office, I kind of try to understand them. So once you understand them, you kind of know how to navigate and to get them to cooperate with you in a manner of speaking. So there's that. And then my team members, I really do hard work, because like every one of them, they're all unique, and it's like they come with a different bag of problems. I have my own bag of problems too, so it's not one size fit all. So when they come, we kind of talk through things, and I usually don't have the answer. I just kind of work through whatever is happening with them. And I feel like an employer-employee relationship should always be a win-win. Like, why should I bust in my ass to make money for the to make profit for the company, and the company is not giving me my fair reward for the work that I'm doing? So
Right.
I genuinely believe that every person that works for an organization really should be properly compensated for the job that they're doing. Once the organization is able to
To do so.
compensate them, it has to be a win-win. When you think, if the employees winning, the organization wins times two, because it's just priceless. They pour into the customers, they're happy, so they're giving of them, the best of them. The customer gets that,
Yes.
and you really can't pay for that. That is just that thing that is just, you just have to feed your employees the right way so they can in turn feed the customers. And I really believe, like, I just do hard work, like it's always coming from my heart.
Oh, that's great. That is great. How do you think the insurance industry can better the needs of their clients, particularly in the commercial space?
Are you kidding me? Why would I tell the rest of my competitors that? Why would I do that? But okay, so it really is improving on what we do now. And really what we do is identification of our clients' needs, which is, it's constantly changing. So you have to be, in contact with your clients. You have to, be present with
Yes.
them so you can, recognize and understand how their businesses are changing. And basically, it is finding the solutions for the clients' changing needs. And the insurance industry has come a long way in terms of creating new products to satisfy just the emerging the changes that are happening. So basically, that's it. It's not. It's, I wouldn't say it's different. It's really what we do, because we literally sit with our clients and we get them to tell us about their business. And when they tell us about the business, we basically go on a risk finding mission, and we're literally identifying all of the risks that they have, and we're finding the right product, to cover that risk so they can sleep well at night, and knowing that the policies will work for them if something happens.
Can you talk about a particular claim that was challenging and that you handled in your career and how you were able to resolve it?
Ooh, many, many, many of those. Okay, I'll share one that happened during COVID,
Okay.
right? Because I think it's a little bit more right. So here it is, client is in distress, business is not doing well, and we had this massive flood, and her property was severely affected by the flood waves. So the usual insurance company appointed the adjuster. The adjuster went, and the adjuster said the lady didn't have a claim. Well, this is a client who has been insured with us for 30 years. She has her home insured with us. She has never made a claim, and she has been diligent in paying her premiums every single year. And I said to myself, maybe there is a minor point in that, maybe it's not covered, people talk about the fine print. It's not really fine print because some things are in fact excluded in an insurance contract. And I looked at it because, I put my lawyer hat on and I'm thinking, okay, so let me just look to see what this technical thing is that the adjuster is relying on. And the insurance company is also accepting and agreeing with, So I went there in my lawyer hat, and they were not 100% wrong, But then when I thought about this lady who had paid us premiums for 30 years and she has never made a claim, I flung that lawyer hat so far. And I went to the insurance company, and seriously, I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, we can't do this. This lady reported a flood, and she had a flood. It was real. There's water in her backyard. You know what I mean? And I'm saying she couldn't have foreseen or know that what you're relying on would have happened to her. And we have to pay her some money. I said, I called the lady. She says, Kim, why are you coming to me with this? I said, I'm never asked you to do something like this. But I said, I'm thinking as an industry, we owe this to this lady to stand by her in the time of crisis. By then, her business was doing bad. Her husband, you know, wasn't working, or other. I don't want to go too much into that.
Yes.
But when I looked at all angles of this situation, I went to the insurance company, sat with the lady, the person who was in charge, not the claims manager, went straight upstairs. And in the end, good sense prevailed, and I really, that day I felt proud that I chose insurance as a career, because I said there are people with heart in this business. You know what I mean? Because I think if it was a wrong insurance company that wrote that business, they may have said no. So in a way, I felt like God worked it out.
Yes.
So the lady was happy, and I was really, really, I was genuinely happy that we could have settled her claim. And I'm not saying it was a payment that she didn't deserve. She earned that payment over 30 years in just, believing that insurance was something that she needed, to get her through when crisis happened, and so we delivered on that, and I was really, really happy about that. I still feel it gives me the warm and fuzzy because I really was happy about it, and she was happy, and the team was happy.
Oh, that's great.
And somebody bought us good wines after that.
Oh, and I'm sure you guys toasted on a great occasion.
We
That
did.
is great.
I was happy. That's probably one of my happiest ones because with COVID and everything,
Yes.
it was like heartwarming for me.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Kim. And I just want to thank you for your time. And thank you for tuning in to BCMG Report.